Hey guys, it's Bree. I've been thinking about this topic for a while, and I've seen that quite a few people have kind of done videos talking about this, but I'm not sure that anything I've seen totally captures how I feel about the Amazon Hachette debate right now. So if you don't know, Amazon and Hachette are a book publisher and of course the distributor, and they have been in negotiations over a variety of things, including both print and ebook distribution, and it has gotten kind of to a infamous and nasty point at this time. The debates have been going on about how they're going to renew their contract and their contract details since before May, so quite a few months. And at this point, Amazon has limited distribution and delayed distribution times for Hachette products and has declined to give further pre-sale options to Amazon users who wish to purchase Hachette publications. Hachette is the parent organization. They include Little Brown Books, Little Brown Book Kids, and Orbit, as well as a variety of other different groups. They have a couple of different imprints that focus on a variety of different things, and none of their imprints is now able to put up pre-order sales for their ebooks or for their physical books. Just to give you an idea, Anne Leckie works through Orbit. She's the woman who won the Hugo Award just a few weeks ago, which was a very big deal. And if you were to go on Amazon today and to try to purchase her novel that won the award, it would take 12 to 14 days for it to even ship. So it's quite the delay. It's not just like, oh, we're gonna wait 2 or 3 days. It's quite a delay, and that's even with something like Amazon Prime. You don't get any kind of shipping benefit for Hachette books right now. So there's a couple of different things that I think we're forgetting about in the backdrop of this discussion. First and foremost, we don't know all of the details. Their contract talks are behind closed doors right now. So the things that we're being told aren't necessarily the full story. I think we all know this, but I think it's something that's getting kind of glossed over in the debate. And we are coming off a year where book sales have gone significantly down. I think it was something like a 10 to 20% hit that gift sales for books have gone down this past year. So if you know about the publishing industry, one of their biggest money makers is, holiday kind of season stuff. And they took a multi-million, I think it was almost $2 billion in hit there. I could be wrong. I'm going to link the articles that I've been reading about this down below. So there's a lot of frenzy to kind of make the most profit and to be selling a lot of books right now because they've had a really hard past year. And the year before that, they took a really big hit again on gifts. So what are they actually talking about, right? That's kind of what we're all curious about. Again, these are all behind closed doors, but the big idea is that they are talking about ebook sales. Amazon, as you know, is one of the biggest ebook distributors in the world right now. Kindle, I think, makes up something like 50% of ebook sales. And a large part of Amazon's new kind of growth in ebooks has been really, really low priced ebooks. I'm talking $2, $3 on the reg. But those books are all for books that Amazon publishes. So Amazon will contract with an independent author and sell their ebook for something like $2 or $3. If you were to buy an ebook from, say, HarperCollins, that ebook's probably going to cost you $10, $12, sometimes $15. And the way that I understand it, at the very least, is that Amazon is saying, hey, we are a distributor first and foremost. We are having lots of people come to us and saying, why are these ebooks priced so high? Because it does make sense to say, hey, I can spend $12 and get the physical copy. Why am I spending $10 for a digital copy where you don't have to ship or bind or pay for paper or ink. On the other hand, publishers are saying, hey, we spend a lot of money investing in these. Our print sales are really, really low right now. And in order to compensate for that and to be able to pay the authors what we think that they deserve, we need to be marking up our prices on our ebooks. So I don't think that any one side, at the very least at their base core points on this, is terribly out of line. I'm not going to say that I think that Amazon is doing an okay thing by, you know, throttling distribution sales or pre-sale items. I don't think that that's, like, to me, that's not on the up and up. I get that it's a bargaining technique. As far as I know, as of May and continuing to date, Amazon has offered a compensatory agreement with Hachette to kind of offset the costs from the limited supply during this debate that they're having over their contract. So it's not as though Amazon is totally putting Hachette out to dry, but these are major aspects of their sales, which are especially important during a time when sales are so low. I think what's really getting missed out here is a broader debate about where ebooks are as far as the realm of books, what kind of role we want them to take, how we have to cope with them now, and really how people are interacting with ebooks on both a sales and a production side. We don't see a lot of what goes into producing an ebook. It's not something where we have this physical conception of, oh, pages, bookbinding, cover. But a lot of those elements are still there as far as page layout, optimizing them for, say, the internal dictionary that a Kindle would have. Cover design is still there and in fact is far more interactive in a lot of ebooks. And we're also, I think, missing out on the debate of how do we contract with authors so that ebook sales are fair for them. You know, right now authors make about 25% off of the ebooks that they produce. So if I'm selling a $3 ebook, I'm only going to make about 75 cents, which is not a lot. I'd have to sell a lot of ebooks, and that can be something that's offsetting for a lot of new and upcoming authors. Whereas you have a book-by-book contract that's normally much higher as far as physical books because the margin for production is greater. And they don't necessarily have as big of a stake with a distributor like Amazon. Like I said, I don't know that I think anybody is a bad guy here. I do think that everybody's kind of overlooking a broader topic, and I think that everybody's kind of turning a blind eye towards authors who don't really necessarily benefit in either of the systems that are being proposed. Amazon is saying, hey, we can make up for these, you know, kind of crappy contracts by selling more. And there is something there that they might have a point. Publishers are saying, hey, we can't guarantee that, and we have these pricing needs that we can fulfill now, that we know that at the very least they're going to get something off of that, you know? And that's also a fair point. Let me know what you're thinking. This is a pretty complicated topic, and I have a lot of thoughts, but I'm not necessarily sure how to articulate those right now. I'd be interested to see what kind of points other people have about where authors and ebooks and sales interact and where they should, and what the role of publishers is going to be in upcoming years. I think that's going to be really interesting, and it's going to take on much more of a curation role than a production role. That's just me, and those are my initial inclinations. But like I said, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments down below. I will again link a bunch of articles if you want to read more about what's going on with Amazon and Hachette. I will talk to you guys sometime later in the week. Bye!